And Angelina Kelly's joined us. Morning, Angelina.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, looking at the back pages, of course, Arsenal's win over Aston Villa, dominate, mind the gab. Gunners 5 points clear as Brazil duo strike. A flame of two halves on fire. Gunners romp after break. Arsenal deliver title statement, etc. There was another article there that I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on. Luke Littler's mum blasts the crowd. So, I think it was only yesterday, wasn't it? We were talking about Luke Littler reaching the quarterfinals of the PDC World Championship. He was very animated. He was getting booed, and he said, "You guys pay for tickets and you pay for my prize money, so thank you." His mother has now entered the chat. So his mum has had her say. She's defended her son. She referred to fans who booed him as a word I can't say on radio at the moment, but other words she used were, she called them vile, she called them idiots. And she's responded about the criticism of her son on X. There was a lot of abuse online about him, especially on that platform. And there's a full article in the Times about if Littler is now the pantomime villain and how he will face more boos and how he can use that as motivation. So has his mum added more fuel to the fire here? Do you understand? That's her son. He's 18 years of age. She wants to protect him. We've seen, Aaron Ramsdale recently. His dad, obviously he's a bit older, but, his dad in football recently has spoken out and defended his son. Like I say, Littler's only 18, but is he probably looking at that and thinking, Mum, why have you got involved here? Has it just made things worse?
Look, again, I'm sure she's done that, but she sees her boy there. She doesn't see such a brilliant darts player. She just sees her son there getting a bit of stick. I've got to say, look, he has had such a meteoric rise to the very, very top. Not just being ultra competitive, to the absolute top of the sport he loves and he plays. And in the main, the support and the acclaim that he's received. I mean, everybody has loved Luke Littler. I don't know what this is all about. Usually when they boo someone, when someone starts getting a bit of grief, there's some sort of reason behind it for it. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I think just the fact that he's been critical of playing in Germany, and there was a large German contingent who in theory started the thing, and I think other people have got wrapped up in it.
So what you might find now, Jeff, what you might find now, Angelina, is that actually the Luke Littler supporters, of which there are plenty, will be out in full voice behind him as well.
You might find that, but I'll be honest, Angelina, Andy, I think I understand Luke Littler's mum, Lisa, isn't it? Getting involved. It is her boy. He is 18. But it won't help silence them, in my view. In fact, if anything, it will make it worse. And
there'll be chants now about his mum and stuff.
My advice is do not rise to the bait.
Oh, yeah.
Stand above it.
Yeah.
And let his talent speak for itself, because, red hot favourite to win it again this year. Brilliant darts player. Just let his talent speak for himself. And some of the language she used, by the way, was totally unacceptable. Yeah. As unacceptable as the booing from the audience was of Luke Littler.
Yeah, definitely. And, it just makes you think about what the crowd is going to be like next time. I mean, Andy, is there a hostile crowd that you've ever experienced?
Too many to mention. Too many to mention.
He gets them in here when he comes in.
Giving me stick. Look, it's part of the business. When you're out there, when you put yourself out there in the firing line and you accept. This is always what the public will say. Hold on, well, look, when you're accepting all the praise and you're lapping it all up, then at some point it's going to go in the other direction. I'm a little surprised at some of the booing. Jeff's given us a reason as to perhaps why it happened.
But you can use it as motivation.
You can. They will certainly. They'll use the old siege mentality now. It will be like, right, we say nothing to nobody. We won't do the press like we did. We won't do this. We won't do that. It will be that kind of thought process going through the Littler camp, but he's got to focus on his darts. He's got to show that it doesn't affect him, because if he does show that it's getting to him a little bit, then, as Jeff says, then it will probably get louder.
I got a text from about the darts from Luke. It's not that one, I don't think. It's not either of them, I don't think. It says, don't get what the problem is. The crowd at the Ali Pali always wants the underdog to win, and Littler is no longer that. His mum can't see anything anyway. she doesn't pay for a ticket to contribute a little as prize money. Yeah, very good, Luke. Very good indeed, yeah.